Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing y'all how to make a PvP march. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make a preset or the rally spot. Now, with the presets, you're going to want to make sure that you have at least 50 of each of your troops, and these are called your layers. Now, the reason these layers are important for your PvP march is because of the mechanics behind the combat in Evony. Essentially, each block of troops, each type, takes its own action. So if you're going against somebody and all they have is maxed out archers, one or two attacks, all they're really going to be, they're going to be attacking one at a time. And that giant block of archers is going to have to waste an entire turn attacking 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these, 50 of these, and it just burns up their turn and gives you extra time to do damage to them with your main force. So that's why we send layers. The number of layers, the amount of troops in each one, a lot of people will say 1,000, but if you don't have a lot of march size, 50 troops is fine because it's going to die on the first attack. They're not there to do damage, they're there just to die. So 50 is a good number, in my opinion, for when you don't have a lot of troops to send to your marches. Now, what I do is I just keep the layers because I don't know when I'm PvPing if I'm going to send an archer march, a ground march, cavalry, what I want to send. So I can just, as I'm going into it, I can just quickly add the sliders for what type of troop I want. The next thing you want is you have to add your generals to this march. I like to keep my archer generals as the default because most of the time I'm going to be sending my archer generals to battle. But if I need to change them, I can change them. On to the next point is selecting the generals for your march. What kind of generals are you going to send for PvP? I'm not going to go super in depth for that. I'm just going to show you all a little trick real quick. If you come over to your wall and look at your defense general, this is where you can determine how compatible your generals are together. So if we put in here and we say we want an Electra lead with a Alfred assistant, you can see that one of his books is disabled, the Archer attack book. So you're going to want to play around with this, and there's websites you can use to determine compatibility and stuff, so you can maximize your skill books to make sure that you have the most available that you can. And the other thing to look out for generals is depending on what you're using that PvP march for. So let's say that we're reinforcing someone that is unbubbled during SVS, and we're wanting to assist them. Always make sure you send your full layers, which is the 50 of each, and then whatever your main march is. But watch out for the general skills on those generals. If you look at Electra, and you read this clause right here, when general is leading the army to attack. So this isn't going to take effect when she's defending. It's only going to matter if she's attacking. So if we're sending to reinforce somebody, we probably want a general that's not going to have that. One like this guy right here. This one just says when general is leading the army. So his skill is going to take effect whether he's reinforcing, whether he's on the wall, or whether he's attacking. So he's a more fitting general for reinforcing someone. So just be aware of the wordage in them. Remember, when leading the army to attack, when leading the army. And I think there's one or two that have skills that only take effect when reinforcing. So watch out for the wordage. Make sure you have your preset with your full layers, 50 of each. And then you're ready to start PvPing.